Ooh, let's get back to work. Okay. Ugh. Girl. Ugh. Man, when you're sweaty and all that, you see yourself in direct sunlight and your skin, you look like, oh God, I'm getting old. They are beating the shit out of me. You're supposed to get old. There's nothing wrong with getting old. It's how you're treated and respected. There's nothing wrong with getting old. We're supposed to grow old with dignity and respect and grow old healthy because, we love and are loved in return, like Book of Malachi. But that's not happening right now. So people are sick, wearing diapers. Got, how many people that live in metropolitan areas and had to, do things, got those things up their nose. They can't breathe. They have sleep apps. They have to do the thing with the, try to sleep because they, I was when I had COVID in 2019. That's how I was. It's like I'm like drowning here. I had to pile up 3 pillows. My neck wouldn't. It was terrible. What happened? My immune system is amazingly efficient. I have one of the best immune systems in the history of the world. Well, I'm very faithful, strong, courageous, kind, and brave. And I will stand up to protect children from being sexually assaulted by mad scientists and abused by mad jocks that think they're I can get away with it. You can get away with it, you rotten little son of a bitch, right? Really, you think so? Okay. So, you get all these people and it's like, and then it's interesting because when I was in good shape in 2017, I was a buck 85, 5'11". I'm not even 6 feet tall. Okay. And they couldn't even let me have pheromones to feel good, walk around and have women close to my injuries or saw me at the store and would smell my pheromones because I was smelling better right before the poisoning kicked in. I was kicking a lot of it out. They put it back in. The alcohol, I don't know, the drug stuff, like the one guy said, they can put it in topical things. They could put it in the stuff that Buddy and the guys spray and they're not even know they're doing it. But when I got sick, it was after the guys do all the spraying and stuff. When it kicked in and I got really sick, that was like October and November after I met my sisters, which was fucked because I was getting in really good shape. And Pontius said I looked bad. I was like, no, you didn't see me naked. No, you saw me naked. You don't look bad at all. That guy's in really good shape. I get up in the morning and had a 6-pack, and I had the little thing that I always thought, how do they get like that? The Brad Pitt V thing down to your groin. Yeah, so I was getting in real good shape. And I wasn't excessive or compulsive. I was just doing, like I said, four days a week, an hour and a half workout. Just good, mostly kinetic resistance, not heavy weight resistance, and agility drills for football and basketball, and that was it. It was working, and the military got all. See what happens when you piss off special forces, when you piss off Ethan Hunt and Q and James Bond and Jason Bourne. Okay, when you hand them their dick and say here, and they're do the penny thing with the Romans, hand their ass to them. See what happens. See what they do. So nobody wants to be like King David. Nobody wants to be like Jesus. Nobody wants to be like Job, Jonah, and Mohammed, and Moses. You don't want to, especially in the 21st century. I mean, shit. He's just mythology. He doesn't work hard for anything. I'll work hard for anything. It's not fair. Everybody trusts him and loves him, and he has all the abilities that we all covet and crave because you're an asshole, you're selfish, you kill people. You don't even feel bad when you kill people because you tell yourself they deserve it because they're one of your bad science projects that went away. I tried 100 times to make this wonderful vacuum cleaner, and on the 101st time, I finally got it. If you do something, share, care, give, and of course, need built to last. There you go. We don't need all your wonderful little amazing air conditioners if we build Adobe houses with okay. We'll find ways to keep it cool. And if you do something, share, care, give, and of course, need to build to last. Or I'm going to have to hunt you down and kill you with your own drones. No wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given it wings. It's an Italian song. Hey, I'm just cleaning up the mop. So I'm good at this. They had this thing. Zelensky went and did this, and NATO was amazed. It's like, Zelensky's an asshole. Zelensky tries to be a kinder, gentler, nicer. He's Rock Johnson to the Undertaker. Don't even say at least Putin's honest. At least Putin's honest about being a mass murderer for a corporation that mass murders. Zelensky is too. Okay. He just pretends he's nicer. He's the new organic one. He's using better methods to mass murder mass murderers with mass murdering mass murderers to make money off mass murder. He's doing it with a Coke and a smile. I'd like to get the world to sing in perfect harmony with, and all that stuff that they sit there and sing. Have you ever heard that song? With turtle doves and big, it's like the world already has all this stuff. Yeah, we're just destroying it because you're selling things for money. So shut up, fuck up you please. I'd like to take a Coke bottle and crush in your nose because I'm the crazy guy from Pan's Labyrinth. You're like, fuck, they're nuts. That's what happens. That's what they invent. You can't create medicine. You're inventing. You're manipulating matter. Okay, creation is an entirely different matter. All right? You don't create something from nothing. Hawking's a moron. He's an egomaniac trying to kill God with his brain and say, I invented the theory of everything to replace God. And Judah Krishnamurti said there, you can't. Okay. The one thing they can't corrupt is the origin of all things. Hawking tried. And the people mass murdering you in the theory of everything, the Big Bang Theory, are trying to kill God with their imagination to corrupt the origin of all things with their ego. They suck. And then this Polk County Sheriff Judd onto Wimpy and all this stuff. That guy's an asshole. He's Zelensky. Okay. And then I get a lot of these people, after I talked to Lozon telling me about one of my favorite movies, Broken Arrow. She said, no, it was me he talked to, and I wouldn't marry him because I'm homosexual. But I told him he would live a long life if he, since he was truthful with us and we could respect him and trust him and not betray us. If he betrays us, we will kill him. If he does not betray us, we won't kill him. So don't come mining our mountains because we don't, there is no gold. We know what rocks we have and stuff that we have in our mountains. We know what we have. There's no gold. There was silver. Okay, there's copper. Okay, but they didn't find gold in large gold pockets in Donetta. There was no large gold pockets in the Gila. It was Silver City. They got copper. Okay, and they told them that no, we don't have that. We have the silver ones because they made jewelry and stuff like that too. They knew how to do metals. They had conchos and all that stuff. So they had done the same things that the other wackadoodles do. But they said no, there isn't the shiny gold one. No, there's none. We're not lying to you. There is the silver and the copper. Well, they'll kill you over silver and copper too. In old Silver City, he went to the bad. Right. So. You just got to understand, and Lozon wouldn't do that. The Two-Spirit people take the ceremony late. And Two-Spirit people are sacred to the Apaches, both males and females. Okay. Males will stay behind, and they won't fuck your wife, and they can be very cunning at protecting and hiding, and protecting your women and children, so that they're very helpful. Okay. And they won't sleep with your wife. But you can trust them. And the females, they also like staying with the women, and men don't mind it if women have sex with other women because they don't get pregnant and it doesn't interrupt their great seed. Wah ha ha ha. And sometimes they want to try to join or watch. So men, you know how men are. They've been that way for thousands of years. They ain't much different now than what they was then. Just depends on the culture. Right. And she was telling me all this stuff. Lozan's the best. Yeah, there wasn't no sincerity. That was fictionalized. They Christianized it. Okay? Of what happened between those relationships. And the tribes were unifying to protect. So that ceremony was for her, and she was older. She was like 15, 16. Because she was a Two-Spirit. Then they were going to put her out to, show that she could do what the men could do. She could already do it better. She was exceptional. She could have done 11, 12. She was that, you know how some girl jocks are? That's just Lozon, right? And so she's cool. I like her a lot. She's a good prayer connection. That's Victoria's sister. The one, Tishna's family. She's a good woman. She's very strong. We've had quite a few talks. She's talked to the spirit of John and Jesus That's the way they know him, is the Spirit of John and Jesus. Well, because life is eternal and grace is infinite. The one they call Lord, the Spirit of John and Jesus. Okay. That's what the little hawk took him saying 10 squat away. Lots of people that I've talked to in spirit, they talk to him, what's up with this, so Chief Joseph, in Wavoka, they know me as the one they call Lord, the Spirit of John and Jesus. Okay. That's the way the Native Americans and Juan Diego people refer to me as this. It's in the Book of Mormon, the Spirit of John. Okay, so the Spirit, the one they call Lord, the Spirit of John and Jesus. Okay. So when the time comes, Jen, Ricky, Jenny, Jerky, Jen, Jen. And then there's one more thing I got to say about Jen, too, is, because my nephew even gave, she's a bimbo that slept her way to the top. Okay, if your wife was a fly girl that was a good singer and an excellent actress, okay, you think she'd be married to you? Okay, do you understand? If you looked like Casper Smart and can dance like Casper Smart, do you think you'd be on the American Music Awards? Or would you be saying, well, he's just a bimbette who slept his way to the top? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So all you people that sit there, they're all, everybody tells me that Jennifer Lopez is playing you. Okay, she's playing me. Huh? And you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me without fear? Okay, who do you get your money from? Who do you vote for to get your money for and from? Okay, so she's a bimbo that slept her way through the top. Okay, if you were more physically able to be an athlete and married to a fly girl, what would you be? Don't you look at me so smugly and say that I'm always bad. Who are you to judge me and the life that I've lived? I know that I'm... Why you approach your fingers? Someone else is judging. Ooh, right? Who's judging? Well, it's my time. The Spirit of Jesus and John, the one they call Lord. Lord. Yeah. You put your dress on and pretend to be your auntie for lots of money, because Tyler Sheridan needs to be able to bitch you into a bitch fit so he can feel powerful with his money and sex. They don't think their dick and their brain are tied together. Barack Obama, Tyler Sheridan, all the people that do those monies, go out and do a ceremony, because your dick and your brain are tied together, and wherever your dick and brain dominate, that's where the hot girls from Dora the Explorer will show up and pretend to be a lawyer for you, huh? Open that casino. Is that Elton John playing? Okay. It's a little bit funny. It's feeling inside, right? I'll take care of it. I got things. I know what I'm doing, y'all. Contrary to popular opinion, the truth is not based on opinion.